about all my potential suitors when I look up at the sky.
Does each one of the ceiling tiles represent a different man for you to hug and kiss?
Yes, I have 87 men that I could potentially hug and kiss.
Guys, we're filming. We want to talk about the boys.
You want to talk about the boys?
Fuck, talk about the boys now!
We're gonna talk about things we don't like.
This sucks!
This sucks!
Sucks!
God damn it sucks.
D- chats. We have a new segment. You made it, so why don't you explain it, man?
He's Greg, I'm Vertical Eyebrows. And we're D-Chats. Quite frankly, this sucks. This feature is called
This Sucks.
And we each pick an album that we don't like.
And we talk about it.
Now, it doesn't mean that you have to also not like it, but we're going to give you reasons why we don't like it.
In fact, I have a feeling most people are going to disagree with me.
And I have a feeling that most people are going to agree with me.
Ain't we a pair?
I was about to say that. That would have been really funny if we said it together.
Ain't we... 1, 2,
Ain't
3,
we a pair?
4. Ain't we a pair?
Ain't we a pair?
Alright, got it. We're back on it. The Velvet Underground and Nico. The debut album by the Velvet Underground.
Greg, no! It's popular!
It's ranked like number 11 on the Rolling
Stop! No! Ouch!
Is your thigh in pain?
Their favorite! They like it!
I hate this album. Your turn.
Oh, Dragonforce, Inhuman Rampage. Okay, which one of us goes first? I have a quarter. I have a quarter. I have a quarter. Wait, I have a quarter. Heads or tails?
Tails.
You're gonna go first if it comes up tails, okay?
You're gonna flip it?
Yes,
Alright,
I do.
cool. Heads.
I have another quarter.
Alright, cool.
Wait,
I
I
have
have
a
quarter. Please wait, I have
Don't
another
worry
one.
about it, man.
This shouldn't
It's
happen.
I
okay.
can do another one. Are you still, which one are you?
I forgot it.
Tails? Are you tails?
No,
I'm gonna be tails.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Tails.
Heads. Shit! What do we do?
You go first.
Okay, Dragonforce and Inhuman Rampage. I'm gonna tell you why. When I was younger, I considered Dragonforce to be one of my favorite bands. I love power metal, I really, really do. And when I was 15, I heard their first album called Valley of the Damned, and I thought it was great, and I loved it. And then I got their second album called Sonic Firestorm, and I loved that too. Now, admittedly, both of those albums are similar formatted albums, where the first track is fucking crazy, the middle tracks are still pretty cool, and there's a ballad somewhere.
Yeah.
Those are the first two albums. And then, when I was 17, they came out with Inhuman Rampage, and I wanted to buy it.
Guitar Hero song.
Before we get there,
Okay.
I read a comment on the internet by guitarist Herman Lee, where he said, Inhuman Rampage is going to sound unlike anything we've ever done before. And I said, wow, you guys are one of my favorite bands, you can do no wrong. Then I got the album. The first track, before it wound up on Guitar Hero, Through the Fire and the Flames. And I thought it was really cool. And then I thought everything else was really boring because I had heard it all before. And the album closed with a ballad that reminded me of that scene in Pokemon 2000 where Pikachu's walking off. He's already dating Squirtle, and they're walking off into the sunset. I never saw Pokemon. It reminded me
good.
of that, though. It was very anime.
Romantic. What's the difference? Or D-chats. Anime is romance.
So I would say the reason I'm going to mention Inhuman Rampage by Dragonforce on This Sucks is because I was severely let down. Oh no.
What about the songs are so bad to you?
Because I thought that was the definition for me at that time of recycled. Okay? As far as music goes. And the ideas that were recycled were rather uncreative. Operation Ground and Pound.
I've seen that porno.
And like that and like Storming the Burning Fields and Thunder in the Distant Planet. and buzzwords, 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 buzzwords.
Thunder at the black and night dark.
Power crazy storm wings.
Warrior? Storm Warrior.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
But wait, no, hang on.
Hey, hold on.
Because this sucks.
Devil Satan. Death.
And I didn't like that I was disappointed. Okay, that's enough of me.
It's enough of me. I'm done.
You're gonna go crazy.
I'm gonna go crazy. There's a lot of feelings that I have just in general, but that's besides the point. I'm talking about this album. We're talking about the Velvet Underground and Nico. As, like, I'm gonna make 3 separate prefaces to my rant. And a story in 3 chapters. Chapter 1, minimalism. John Cale and also Angus McLeese.
Oh yeah.
Angus McLeese? What? Other guy. He's the other guy in Velvet Underground. They were both in a minimalist musical project in the 50s and 60s called the Theater of Eternal Music, or the Dream Syndicate, which is a collaborative effort of one composer, Lamont Young, who is a very famous person in the minimalist scene. A lot of people say he's the godfather of drone. He is he's a fantastic. He's one of the few like living legendary composers in my opinion. I think he's absolutely outstanding, and he was super ahead of his time when he came out. And John Cale and Angus Mac Miller, they joined the Velvet Underground with one Lou Reed and one drummer. I don't remember her name. That was one part of the Velvet Underground that is exceptionally unique, is they had a lot of minimalist and drone leanings in their sound. Chapter 2, punk rock. Velvet Underground is really important in the development of punk rock because their music was so exceptionally simplistic, which was a really weird thing to do. It was like chord. I'm looking at you, Heroin. What's up? Chord.
But you have to understand though, this was anti-British invasion.
Yes,
entirely.
Yeah, it took things like that were going on. That was popular, like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, which were really nice, and which were really had a very, like, you know, commercial sort of vibe to them, and they started singing about, like, prostitutes and sex and bondage and things that were really, like, gritty, and that had a big influence towards the soon-to-develop punk rock scene of in New York and latterly London. And the Velvet Underground, as well as bands like the Stooges, and to some extent, like, the Sonics, to some extent the Residents even, fun fact, had a big influence on punk rock. Anyway, regardless, Chapter 3. Oh, I forgot Chapter 3, this is so embarrassing.
Oh no.
It's a story in 3 parts, how can I not have a 3rd part? Yes. Experimentalism in music. This is my jam. Okay? Experimentation in music is like the sort of thing that I like live for. Music to me, like experimentation.
Oh.
Don't be scared! It's okay! You can learn to like it! It's fine! Experimentation in music is so critical as for the progression of what some person I calls the meta-narrative of music. We don't have to get pretentious right now. It's fine! It's all fine!
It's a choice to
It's a
become
choice.
pretentious.
You can just make that. Experimentation in music is absolutely critical, and if you want, leave a comment and say, Greg, I'll get a beer with you sometime, yell at me about experimental music, I fucking will. I'll yell for hours. And they did that in this album. They did experimentation in music, which was really awesome and unique, and I loved it. But I didn't love it because the songs were so fucking lame, man. Lou Reed ruined John Cale's sound. He ruined it. Everyone's gonna get mad. I know. I don't care.
Wait. While I agree, please explain.
Oh my god. Okay, so was Lou Reed the guitarist? I don't know. He is a guitarist, I know that. I'm not sure if he was the guitarist on this album.
I don't know.
Can you look it up while I yell?
I'll
Thank
try.
you.
That won't be
Thanks.
bad.
Yeah, just... you can
Excuse me.
No, it's okay.
I'm just fine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so John Cale had this really awesome vision for what I perceived as a really awesome vision for the Velvet Underground. He had a very artsy sort of rock sound that he did, very evident on songs like Heroin and Venus and Furs on this album, especially the noisier parts towards the end of Heroin and the dronier parts in the beginning of Venus and Furs. these sounds that he incorporated into a very unique blend of rock and experimental music was very ahead of its time. No one had done that before. Exceptionally ahead of its time. But then Lou Reed fucking comes along, and he's like, Bob Dylan, that's what you fucking sound like, you piece of shit. I'm glad you're dead. Fuck you. Oh my god, you are like, the only thing you did for music, besides like being a second-rate fucking David Bowie, is you made Metal Machine music, and you thought it was a fucking joke anyway. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you, Lou Reed. I hate you. I'll listen to one of your albums sometime, maybe I'll even think it's good, but I don't like you. Oh god, I fucking hate the Velvet Underground. Nico is a really cool singer. Nico's a really good singer. Her experimental shit's really interesting. It's a really interesting blend of art rock and gothic rock. I dig it. But I fucking don't dig Femme Fatale because she sounds like a piece of bullshit. She sucks on Femme Fatale. She sucks on All Tomorrow's Parties. She totally throws the sound. The entire sound they have going for them, that experimental rock sound, is thrown out the fucking window because she comes along and sings like an idiot on top of it. It sounds horrible, and all the singers are doing on this album is completely ruining it. The interesting vision that they had, that John Cale had, was ruined by these fucking singers. It destroys the entire album. God damn it.
He played guitar in a couple songs.
He's... okay.
Do you need some water?
Yeah.
I want to go get you some water.
Greg, how do you define avant-garde?
Seriously?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Dislike this video if you hate me.
Dislike this video if you hate him.